Hello, you are very welcome to Agony Rants. We are off on our Christmas break at the moment, but in the meantime, we are releasing some of these compilation episodes to keep you company on the couch or the treadmill. The treadmill. I don't think there was any reason to have a word like that in a sentence over Christmas. But anyway, I hope you had a great Christmas, and remember, there's still another week of it, so relax and don't go worrying about the new year just yet, or about the row that you've just had with your granny. She probably deserved it. So Niamh has been hard at work and she's been picking clips and problems for these episodes. I'll be introducing this week's, which is the Christmas week one, and she will be introducing the New Year's episode, because at New Year's I go into a very dark place. I'm usually hungover and I find it very hard to sound encouraging. So we thought it would be better she handle that one herself. Anyway, enjoy. What's happening here is we had a meeting, right? First of all, we had a meeting where we said we need to have a very structured start to the show. So welcome to Agony Rants. Yes. I'm Gerard Farrelly. This is Niamh Kavanagh. And we're here to talk about your problems. Yeah. So, that was the first thing on our list, which we have absolutely missed. And the second thing was we had a list of all the things that we shouldn't say. And I think by this point, in 2 minutes, we've said all of them.
All the things that we say too much.
Because we got a message during the week from somebody, Alan.
Alan,
not to name anyone.
I don't know Alan, but
it was basically talking about the things that we say, like our little vocal tics.
Yes.
And Niamh says, I'm not going to lie. And what was the one I say?
You say, the one you say is...
The thing about that
The thing about that is... We both have said it now.
We both said it. So we're just going to get that out of the way. But Niamh Kavanagh did a show last night with all of the Irish Eurovision winners.
Well, not all of them, because Emer was missing.
We care about.
Oh, rude. We care about Emer.
And it was incredible. I mean, I have to say, it was kind of like this big post-COVID thing where we were like, oh, this is what we used to do. I know. We used to do these Eurovision shows and it was great and happy and lovely.
Yeah, it really was. And it was very emotional, actually, at times. You know, certainly, well, there was a lot of tears backstage anyway, but I think that was because it was emotional. It might have been because
here we are again singing the same songs.
Oh my gosh! But you know, and do we know this one? And you know, trying to wheel everybody out at the right time. You know, it was pretty much that way. But we love meeting up and doing a show together. Like we really do. It's very affectionate. I have to admit.
It was. I have to say. You're incredible on stage. I have to say it.
I'm cheeky. I'm cheeky too.
You are cheeky.
And my favourite thing was I wore my Eurovision earrings last night, right? And you know, sometimes I don't know what I'm going to say. But anyway, I have the original earrings. So I wore them last night and then I declared, as I always do on stage, I put all of my vulnerabilities out and I said, this is the only thing that fits me from Eurovision.
I have to say, Niamh, when you said the room did the room came apart. It was brilliant. It was the line of the night, right? I have to say, and the other contender for line of the night, right, was, and it was absolutely spectacular, was when they were introducing Secret Garden.
Oh yes,
right, because Secret Garden were there. They won
in 95
with
Nocturne.
With Nocturne, and and whoever was introducing them, I can't remember who it was, said, do you remember Nocturne by Secret Garden? And a woman in front of me said, vaguely.
Amazing. So Niall, I went to Eurovision in 2018, went as a straight man, came back as a gay one. Winky face emoji.
I think you'll find you were gay before you went.
No, I suspect. Yeah.
I think booking the tickets...
Your first indicator?
Yeah. I don't think there was anyone, when you came back gay, I don't think there was anyone that was like, oh, what a surprise, Niall. How was the Eurovision?
Now, that's unfair, right? They're not all the people who go to Eurovision or like Eurovision are gay.
Okay.
A strong percentage.
What's our demographic, Niamh, as regards to, you know, when you like boost a post for Agony Rants?
All men.
All men.
All men.
Okay.
No, but I'm just going to say, they're not all gay, but I'll be honest, there's a very high percentage who are waiting. And actually...
Okay. Niamh, yeah, 30 years... 30 years of standing beside you as someone walks up and gets excited. Niamh.
And not about me. Okay. No.
I don't have any memories of a straight one. That's all I'm going to say.
Trish, age 10, 1993. I was in the choir that sang with Johnny Logan the year Niamh Kavanagh won the Eurovision. And the funny thing is, I spoke to Johnny about this last week when we were at that concert, and you talked about the waving flags. And I said, do you remember the time you sang and they had all the kids with the flags walking by? So feels like that. And he looked at me as if to say, I don't remember that happening in my life. But it did actually happen. So Trish, you and I remember that happening. It was pre-recorded and we had to rent a video player to record it. Oh my God, yes. All my aunts and uncles and cousins came over, had a party at home, but not a sign of me on the TV. I've never seen a group of people more deflated. Niamh winning lifted our spirits again, though, as did getting off homework on Monday and everyone clapping us at school assembly that week. I hope Niamh's celebrations lasted a bit longer.
30 years, Trish.
She also, I kept it on my CV. Oh, right, okay. Also, I kept it on my CV for 10 years too long. Sadly, my choir didn't have the same international success as Riverdance the following year. Also, well done on the tour. Saw you in Everyman in Cork. Hilarious. Booked for your own show in Everyman now too. Well done. Trish, I'm going to come down to the Cork to watch that with you, and you and I'll sit together while we do that. Honestly, do you know what? I do remember that. I remember the gang of yous, and I have been that soldier where I've been in something and it hasn't appeared on something, and it's really difficult.
So have I.
Difficult. Thank God I won that night.
Like,
there'd been nothing saved.
The power of an edit.
I know. You see, because you have the power of an edit.
Oh my, yeah, I do. Yeah.
He edits. I tell the best stories on this podcast, and they don't always make the cut.
They're not on brand, Niamh. Not on brand. First time I did The Panel, which was a panel show in Ireland. The very first time I did that, right?
Yeah.
I watched it with my parents. It's the last time I've ever watched a telly with my parents. It was just horrific. It was like, because the panel, the way it used to work was they would record it for about 4 hours or 3 hours.
So you didn't even know what they were going to include?
So you didn't know what they were going to include. And it was my first time on it, so I was like a deer in the headlights. Didn't know. It's the first time I've ever done telly. I had to ask Neil Delamere. I was like, "Where do you look? Like, where do you look when? Like, what are you supposed to do? Do you
what was his answer?
He told me. He was just like, just look at the person you're talking to.
Yeah.
Which was so
in your
grand.
state.
And I was like, okay, fair enough. But I couldn't get a word in. And the producer said to me at the break, she said, "You're not getting a word in. They're not letting you in. So what I need you to do is push your way in, and I'll favour you in the edit."
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, fair enough. So I came across as this
aggressive,
cocky, aggressive. It was
like yourself then.
Yeah, it was bad. But I mean, she was right. She was right.
No, you got to get in there.
And it gave me a kick in the bum. Like,
yeah.
But I'll never forget watching it with my parents, and they were just like, "Who are you?"
Listen, I have a better story than that, right? When I did MasterChef, right? I wasn't allowed to tell anybody that what had happened.
Oh, yeah.
And
she won.
Yeah, okay. I didn't really
She
want to
told me. And do you know what we have to say how you told me? You didn't actually tell me.
No.
But when you dropped me home one day after having a coffee, as I was leaving, you flipped the boot open.
Yeah, there was a reason for it. I'm going to be honest with this.
Because the trophy was in the boot. That's what the reason was.
I was coming home from the competition. I just won it. And
and she said, "I can't tell you what happened." And then she said she pressed the button on her boot when I was walking by and the trophy was in it.
That did happen. But I hadn't told my parents. And I actually was in the room when they showed the final.
Were they proud?
My parents, yes. Yes, of course they were proud. They better have been. I was in the room. They had to pretend, even if they weren't.
Yeah, my parents didn't feel the need to pretend.
But as a comedian, is that not your raison d'etre? I feel we're not talking about
parental
Trish
disapproval.
I feel we're not paying attention.
Well done, Trish.
Yes.
That's showbiz, baby.
Jacinta says, "I've just moved house. But we were selling our house and in a chain. It was the most nerve-wracking 6 months of my life, and it had fallen through twice before we did it. And I'm a shell of a woman." Oh my goodness, Jacinta, I totally feel your pain.
Yeah.
They do say, what are the 3 most stressful things? Death, divorce, and moving house.
Is it divorce?
Apparently.
I thought it was changing job. I suppose it's very similar, isn't it? It's very similar.
But I totally understand you saying that this is like crazy, and probably a shared experience for most people, because especially the minute, my goodness, it must be chaos. Like I think half the reason I don't move or change.
See, I got very lucky.
Yeah, you did.
Like, because when I bought my apartment, it was literally like, do you want to buy this apartment? I was like,
Okay.
Yeah, grand, yeah. Grand.
When did that happen?
12 years ago.
Okay.
13 years ago.
Was
But
it-
it was like...
Was that just after the recession?
Yeah.
Okay.
It,
that's
well,
why.
it was just the end of the boom. I mean, financially, it was an absolute nightmare. Like, it's... you know, I mean, I'll never pay it off. I'll be dead.
That's okay.
But... and yeah, I mean, I like...
It's cheaper than rent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I never got into that cycle of looking at places, falling in love with places and losing them. And
Yeah. I'm
just very lucky.
well, my husband already had the house, so I just moved in there. That was my way around it.
Don't marry a man, marry the property.
It was nice too. But Jacinda, you're there now. Is that your forever home? I wonder. Let us know.
Do you know what? Sometimes your forever home is like the one. You know, the one that you marry. It's not about, you know, is this your forever home because you love it? Is it?
Can I be arse leaving
You can't be bothered going back to the pool. Like,
Oh God! Oh, my
sometimes you
goodness.
don't need the converted attic or the conservatory. James says, I once told my wife I would convert our garage into a spare room. After a couple of weeks, I had to bail and call in the professionals. I was proud of myself for having the courage to know when I was beaten. James,
You should be proud.
no, he shouldn't. I'm sick of this every kid gets a medal approach. You failed, James. Accept it. Like, this I had the courage to know when I was beaten. You failed. There's no need to be proud of yourself. You can be a little bit ashamed. Like, your world won't end.
This has been
God almighty.
so far. This has been a very stressful show for you. I don't know many soapboxes you've tried to jump on today.
I'm just saying that you don't need to be. You can say like it didn't work out. Not I can be like. I'm proud of myself for having the courage to know when I was beaten.
No, this is 2 stars and a wish. I think this is good. You got to say 2 good things that happened and something I could have done better. James, to be.
Do you know what I will say? I would stake my home on it being his wife that called the professionals.
Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, tell me about the story visa. Are you talking about like which story visa? Are we talking about an Easter bunny here?
No, it's not it's the other Easter bunny. Jesus. Like even like when you think about Catholicism in terms of
in general?
it's based around Easter.
Okay.
Like Easter is
Well, it's a pivotal moment.
It's the pivotal moment.
It's like Christmas. Christmas and Easter, they're pivotal moments, yeah?
Yeah, and even though like Easter's supposed to be the most pivotal.
Well, naturally, because it's, yeah.
It's the fundamental.
Lots of people
our
get
faith.
born, not so many resurrect.
Exactly. Exactly. But like, it's an odd story. Like, do you know what my problem with the whole story is?
Okay, come on.
Right.
Then.
My problem is he died and he was put in a tomb.
Okay.
Then on Saturday evening, Easter Saturday, Holy Saturday, whatever,
Right, yeah.
Mary Magdalene and her mates suddenly decided to like dig him up. And there's just a part of that story that I'm just...
Well,
this is not stacking up here.
He wasn't actually buried.
Well, he was in a tomb.
Yeah, he was in
and
a
it was
tomb.
covered by a rock.
Yeah.
And at some point on Saturday night, they were like...
They had a few drinks.
They had a few drinks. They were like, let's
go make sure.
let's have another look.
At the pub.
Like, I mean, why did you...
Well, I don't know.
Like, if you're taking somebody
Irish
out...
people wake people in
because
their
it
houses
was
all the
other
time.
Mary. Yeah, but it was the other Mary as well, like Mary Christ, like the
Mary
mother.
Christ.
Like,
Yeah.
like if you're bringing somebody out on a Saturday night to go, we forget about your son that died.
Yeah.
At what point do you go,
Come on, let's have
we
another
should
look
dig
at
him up?
Let's go and have a
Let's
look.
dig him up. And then that's when they found out he was risen.
Yeah.
So if they didn't find out, like if they didn't go out and
Unlash.
dig him up, they never would have. Like the whole basis of the Catholic faith,
Of the resurrection, the proof
Yeah.
was in
a whole load of
basically
girls getting out and
rolling back a stone.
going out and having a load of white wine and then going, let's dig him up. I mean, I just think that's a bit thin. I just think it's a bit thin
Yeah,
to
no,
base
I
a
get
whole
it.
religion.
No, I get that how that could be problematic. Considering this show is about problematic friends.
I think I've just become that.
Yeah, no, well, Jesus had his own problematic friends. So I feel it's a nice segue into, So speaking of Judas would be what you might call a problematic friend.
Totally.
I think
100%.
the icon. So it actually gave us a good thing to hang our show on this week.
Well, I think it's like Judas was a funny one as well, wasn't he?
Was he funny? Like,
Well, I just think it was a bit odd. Like, even, for example, the way he said he betrayed Jesus, right?
okay.
So he was
As
like,
he gave him a kiss, like, is
yeah,
that what you mean?
he said to the soldiers, the one I kiss, he is the one. They're like,
They were okay with that.
do you want to just point at him, Judas? Rebecca says, I was dating a guy for a couple of weeks and he asked if I wanted to come back to his. I said yes.
Ooh,
Well done, Rebecca.
Re-
Yeah. You didn't even finish your drink, I'd say. Just like,
Yeah, go.
bye, coat, let's go.
Did you drive, Rebecca?
Yeah, I've had a wax. Boom. I knew where he lived. There's a woman after my own heart. I knew where he lived, and when we got in a taxi, he said another part of town, which I thought was weird. When we arrived, he said we were at his mother's house because he had flatmates and shared a room. Look, Rebecca, you don't
many
date
red
a man that
flags.
shares a room, okay?
So many red flags.
Aim higher. It was 1 a.m. and I thought it was a bit weird, but went along with it. Rebecca is just game ball. Rebecca went out with a plan and she's putting it in motion no matter what happens.
I recognize that energy.
I thought he had a key. He didn't. He rang and banged on the door to wake her up. Right now, we're at his mother's house. Yeah, he rang and banged on the door to wake her up, and she came down and was very surprised to see us.
Surprise!
As you would be. He went in and she insisted on making up a cup of tea. 1 o'clock in the morning. I got a really weird vibe from them, and it turns out they hadn't spoken for almost 3 years.
Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Who
Rebecca,
are these men?
Sorry, the second he put in the wrong address, as in the wrong part of town, I'd have been thinking psycho killer.
The weird thing about this is, right?
Right.
Okay, clearly, Rebecca, one thing is he clearly wanted, like, he was clearly hot for Rebecca because he was like, where can we do this? I know my estranged mother.
We'll have a room.
She'll have a spare room.
And because I'm not talking to her, it'll be quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
But
It'll just be hostile vibes.
No, but you're misrepresenting this a little bit. Maybe he saw the qualities in Rebecca that she could be the therapist to get them past it. Maybe that's what it was. And if that's the case, you were never getting any Rebecca.
No, I mean, I'd be curious to know how the rest of the night went.
How curious on a level of 1 to 10.
I kind of go 10.
Okay.
Like, there's not too much information you can give us, Rebecca.
Sometimes
Get back
we
on.
want the resolution to this.
Yeah, I want to know about the morning.
Oh,
You know,
are you waiting for the morning?
Was there a fry? Was there, did the row kick off again? You know, so Ma, are you going to give me that inheritance? Or, you know, what did you have to witness in last night's clothes,
I know,
Rebecca?
it was pretty phenomenal. I tell you, the
I'd say
walk of
so.
shame would have been very different that day. I tell you, it's not the one you want.
Like, you're still doing the walk of shame, but you're the one that comes out of it with the most dignity.
I know. Oh my gosh.
It must be very crushing for a mother to see her son in such a state.
The first time in 3 years with some randomer.
We have a problem, and this is an interesting one, and I think it's one that will relate to, I think, a lot of people out there. And I think we will be leaning very heavily on the National Treasure for this.
Okay, come on.
So it says, hi, Neve and Garage, love the show, and I feel that this is a place where I can get advice for my problem because, as you say, I don't come out well in this. Our favourite.
It's you, for sure.
Our favourite, absolutely our favourite type of problem. This is going to make me sound like an absolute gowl. Gowl? I think that's gowl. But a problem is a problem, and I hope you can help me.
Okay.
I'm in a group of friends, and we are all around the same age, and we have been friends from school.
Okay, that's always a promising start.
Yeah, it's always a good start. All of our lives have gone in different directions. There have been boyfriends and marriages and divorces, and we are all still friends, have been through it all together. However, as of last year, I am now the only one of our group who doesn't have children.
Oh, okay.
It just hasn't worked out yet. I was married and I got divorced, and the girls, my God, I mean, I know you're all in school together, but I think...
Stop that.
Seriously,
Stop
like,
that.
I mean, you need to use the spell check.
No, she was
traumatized.
bearing
Okay, she was
her
sharing.
bearing her
She was sharing,
soul.
but I'm
Come
just saying, like, as a start, get a grammar.
Do you want me to read it?
I was married and I got divorced, and the girls were great during all of that. I'm now with a new guy and things are great.
Oh.
We will probably have kids. But now, whenever our group of friends see each other, we only ever talk about their kids, their babies, and all aspects of it. I know I'll catch up with them, but at the moment, it is really getting me down. My job is stressful and I have other priorities at the moment. We are trying to buy a house. I feel like when I meet my friends to blow off a bit of steam, I'm bombarded with photos of kids and stories of crashes and post-training.
Potty training, I would imagine.
Potty training.
There you go. Not something you...
She must have written this like in a white wine blackout. Potty training. And it is at best boring and at worst makes me panic that I haven't done any of this yet.
Okay.
I really feel I need to say something, but I don't want to upset them. What do you think I should do? Please don't use my name.
Okay. Well, that's a really tough one.
That is a tough one.
Right. It is a tough one.
But you know what? It's also, I think it's a very relatable one.
Oh, it's very valid. And I'm going to tell you why. Because actually, even at the stage when I started having kids, it consumes you because that's, let's be honest, when they're small, it's all you're doing. Even
completely.
if you're
It's a
doing
big
other
job.
work, it's very much your focus. It's how biology makes you do it. It's all of those things. Society makes you do it, and you do it regardless of what you think you're going to be doing or not. And as now that I'm kind of past the stage where my kids are older, now people show me children and I admire them from a distance and I say that's grand. I have less interest in that situation. However, I will say this. It's true for people who go through a divorce, if they're not in a couple and you're in a group of couples. The dynamic changes you a little bit because you feel like you can't input upon it. I think it's very difficult. I think, especially if you've been friends with people for a very long time, there is that element of you move in and out of cycles with them because you're in sync and then you're not. It's the same with your relationship. There are moments you have to work on that. And I think you can't really say, will you ever stop talking about your kids, right? That's a bit brutal, right? And you won't make it happen because that's all that's going in the head. It's like, it encompasses a lot of your life when you're doing it, when they're small.
So what do you think she should do?
Well, I think what you should do is not worry about it so much. It's tough because I think there might be something else also coming in behind this in the sense that maybe she's worried she won't be able to have kids. And that's another thing if she's moving further. I don't know how much of that is an issue in there, and that's a different thing when you're waiting to have children and you want children and everyone else around you seems to have children and you feel like everybody's looking at you. It's like when you go to a wedding and everybody goes, oh, it'll be your turn next. And you're going, actually,
I'm single.
Yeah, and even though I don't feel bad about this now, suddenly I feel bad about it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You feel like you're lacking in something in life. Yeah, it is a bit clumsy, and it's not meant, but it's especially not by your friends. But because that's happening for them, they just feel this is the norm.
I think as friendships move on, and you get your own set, you get your own lives and your own sets of circumstances. Yeah. I think what you do is sometimes you reach for the thing that connects you.
Yeah.
With those lifelong friends.
Yeah.
And I think if it's kids, if you all have kids, that becomes the thing.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that she shouldn't have to put up with this.
In what way?
Well, I think if 4 of those girls have kids and one of them doesn't, they're
slightly insensitive.
They're being a bit insensitive. Yeah. They need to... I think acknowledge her a little bit.
Yeah, I think to be fair, you're in a position where you can say to your mates, listen, because you've been friends a long time, listen, let's talk about the kids. It's like what I used to say when I meet people. I'll give you 5 minutes at that. And then let's talk about something else. So you need to maybe be proactive and move them on.
Maybe talk about your fears. Like what you've said to us. Like maybe if you were to say to them, God, I just feel like I have so much to do to catch up.
Yeah.
And then, I feel like listening to you talk about this stuff.
Yeah, I think they're probably not as aware that how polarizing that is. And it is.
And it's also good for them to get out and not to talk about their kids.
100%.
I have to say, there's nothing more boring than listening to somebody talk about their kids. And do you know what I found that I do? And I used to apologise for this, but now I don't.
Right.
When somebody talks to me about their kids and shows me photographs of their kids, I do the exact same with my cat.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I do. And do you know what? What I found, usually my cat is more advanced than their kids. It's like, oh, there's your...
He's using the potty.
Your tubby little kid that you're wiping its arse. Well, here's my cat that I can leave for 4 days and she's actually fine.
Yeah.
And she uses the toilet. So I'm sorry. That little muncher that you're wheeling out, I'm sorry. It's a lot less impressive than you think it is.
No, I get that. You're totally right. We talk too much. I'm going to tell you, as a parent, we talk way too much about what's right or wrong or whatever. The minutiae of children is just over. I was so relieved to get out and do something totally different. It's a tough one, but it's okay to say it, but you have to allow it.
I think it is okay. And I think, do you know what? It's okay to feel a little bit of panic.
Yeah.
But it's okay to tell them, like, oh God, and it's just, sometimes it's like that it is hard.
It's good friends.
You
got to be able to say, listen.
One of my friends, actually, she's a comedian called Lou Conran.
Right.
And in the UK, and she's incredibly funny.
Yeah,
and she actually has a very good podcast called Spit or Swallow. It's very good.
Okay.
With Sally and Hayward. Little plug. But when I first met her, the very first day I met her, I was at a dinner, and she told me that what she does when her friends show their pictures of her kids is that she has a folder of her phone full of photographs of dicks. And that when people show her photographs of her kids, she gets these out and she just shows them all these photographs of dicks. Well, there we are. Niamh will be here next week with another compilation, and we'll be back with a brand new season of Agony Rants on the 9th of January. If you would like to support the show, you can subscribe to Head Stuff Plus, and you can catch up on all of our bonus material and bits and pieces from the past year. And there really is some great stuff on Head Stuff Plus, so check that out. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your holiday, and we wish you only great things in 2023. Thanks for listening.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.